I would like to say a few things about the DNA. I've said it in some of my lives. I've said we should celebrate with caution. And I'm very happy that many fearless gladiators and generals, they're also doing that. It is one thing to give us an order to do DNA. It is another thing to have gone ahead to map out the processes and the protocols to manipulate and scuttle that DNA. I'm very happy that we have intellectuals in this place. We have people of wisdom in our midst. We have men of valor in our midst. I know nobody can outsmart the smart. Nobody can raise the bar than the limit. We are the bar. We are the ones setting the bar. And we will never allow Lagos State government, Baba Liam, Wummi, to deceive us and outsmart us in this DNA course. Every avenue, yes, every avenue that these evil mongers can take to scuttle and manipulate DNA results should be blocked. The DNA test that has been given approval is now a battle until uncompromised result is released. We will not, or we should not sleep or slumber, because the evil is at work to manipulate the DNA results. They can do anything. They can bring Baba Liam sample to test with Liam. They can bring Adura sample to test with Liam. They can bring MOHBAD sample to test with Liam. They can bring mobile blessing sample to test with Liam. They can do a lot of things. And that is why I want the legal team and Baba MOHBAD to be very, very steadfast and be fervent, and also to be crafty in making sure that all their shenanigans, all their tactics are nipped in the bud. They need to be one step ahead of these evil people. Doing the results, doing the test is not as glorious as getting the right results. Getting the right result about the DNA, it is what is most important for the cause of justice. The DNA definitely will lead partly to why MOHBAD was off. And that is why Wummi and her team, they were first bent on not doing the DNA. But we thank God, God has given us the victory. However, the war is not over. The complete results, unmanipulated result, should be our goal. And I know we have competent legal team. And I know we have competent legal luminaries to also see to this. Because the government of Lagos State is evil. Baba Liam is evil. Wummi and her team, they are evil and very crafty. But I believe with the support of the gladiators and generals, we shall defeat all their tactics. And the real father of Baba Liam, which from all indications have shown was not MOHBAD, will be unraveled as time goes on. We cannot allow a child that did not belong to MOHBAD to inherit MOHBAD's properties. It will be a slap on the face of justice if Wummi and her team, including Lagos State government and Baba Liam, are able to swindle because of justice around the DNA. And that is why we need to continue to stand. We need to continue to lead and lend our voices to the fact that before you get where you are going, Lagos State government, we are there before you. Before you think of doing this thing, we know already. So don't think that we are Mumu or Mugu, and we will not rest. We will not leave you by the throat or by the jugular until you do the needful. The kingdom of God suffers violence, and the violent, we are the violent gladiators. and generals. And we are ready to take justice for MOHBAD, from Lagos State government, Baba Liam, Wummi, and all our team. And by force, God shall help us. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you very much.
And I think I hear people saying, if you have evidence, produce it. Nobody has been able to bring any evidence. And I heard him too saying it on this platform this morning, that if you have proof, bring it. Produce it. And it shows that Arifa is not remorseful of what he has done or he's doing. There's nothing wrong in people paying you back. You've done well. You've done well in this justice for MOHBAD. Which are the hosts, because I know what it is to open a life. You're there for 8 hours, 5 hours. You know, no matter how long it is, it's not easy. So when people want to call you behind and say they want to credit you for what you've done, there's nothing wrong with it. But when you're not beginning to take advantage of it, right, taking advantage of it, and to the detriment of others, that is not good. And why are you calling bluff? Because some people are still gullibly supporting you, saying that OTJ and injustice. Just like I have heard like 4 or 5 people saying this. Now. Why? Because he fabricated unthinkable stories about the Oba, right? And I don't blame the Oba, I would do the same. And that's why he went for that's why he was detained. So he caused his own detention, being detained. How come at least he was incarcerated before Arifa, before Veron? How come Veron was really before him? Because his own level of atrocity he committed was higher. So back to what I want to say. Like I just gave a preamble. Like I told you, I even called Arifa today. He cost me. I had to block it on my phone this morning. And I kept quiet. And when I had the opportunity, like, okay, you know what? I'm glad a platform that is ready to say the truth, to say that says as it is. Virgin and I'm going to talk to this. And I want Arifa to hear what I want to say tonight. If I add or I subtract, come up and challenge whatever I want to say. And here I go. Remember the time when Spending went to give his testimony in court? The first time he would go to give his testimony, and know he couldn't go with the testimony, like people said he fainted or whatever happened, that probably some people were threatening him or whatever. That's why he couldn't go on with his testimony, right? And people were really insulting Spending that day. When that very first day that Spending gave testimony, that he didn't take maybe 10 minutes, he had to stop this proceedings, right? And then people were castigating him. So I went on Paparo's platform that day, and I said, you guys are castigating Spending for not speaking out, that he's scared. Did anybody think of providing security for this guy? Did you ever thought about that? And lo and behold, that was what happened anyway. Then after I finished talking about that on Paparazzo, then after I got down the platform, I saw somebody came on my DM and said, she's so which I don't want to disclose. She said she introduced herself that she want to help Spending and this, that. I said, okay, let me ask Spending if she is interested, because the next time he'll be going to court, she's ready to pay for his security. I said, okay, let me ask him if he's interested. Then I asked Ben, he said, let me say, okay. I said, no problem. This lady said he doesn't want to talk to you. He doesn't want to ask you anything about in this case. She just want to give you money for the next inquest for security. So take it. He's not asking for your number. He just want to know you. She just want to know you. Just take it. So which the lady helped and gave Spending money. I didn't even give him account. I gave her Stanley's account. So that was when that sparked the relationship between myself and this person. So after a month thereabout, then she disclosed to me that she said, after we not started talking, you know, after 1 month we knew each other, then she said she's surprised that people are castigating spending, that he didn't say the truth because he didn't provide security, that she gave money to Arifa, 300,000, to provide security for spending. I said, huh? What did you say? Okay, let me ask spending, because on that first time spending gave testimony, I don't think I saw any security. We didn't even discuss security because I didn't even think he did it. I didn't know. And I asked Spendy. Spendy said, nobody provided security for me. Nobody. Did Arifa discuss with you that somebody gave him $300,000 to provide security for you? Spendy said nobody approaches. Arifa never told him anything. And I said, okay, fine. Then I went back to this lady. I told this lady, oh, I've asked Spendy. Spendy said nobody provided security for him. And the guy was like, what? I said, yes. Then she was so disappointed and she was forced to talk. And she told me when that was the first day, the first time Spendy was going to give testimony in court. She said she thought it in the heart of her that, oh, the person is going to need security. And then she went into Arifa's DM and said, Arifa, who could she talk to? Then she went to Arifa and said, I want to provide money for security for spending. Have my number. And they spoke. And Arifa gave his account number to this lady. And this lady said she gave 300. That's what she told me to Arifa. But she was surprised. After the court proceedings, they said Spendy couldn't talk because some people were in the court. No, he was feeling threatened because some people were in court, probably from Elikushi or for the monarch or whatever. So he's surprised. Is it that I say you, when you gave Arifa the money, didn't you ask him Alpha? He said she didn't bother to ask anything. Then I say, you know what? I'm going to go ask Arifa. She said, no, don't ask. I said, me. I should not ask. Me, I will not ask. I said, okay, don't worry. I will not ask, no problem. I said, no, I now told myself, I'm going to do my findings. I trust that lady, but I was surprised that how can they give you that money and you did not provide, you didn't use the money for the purpose. So I think that time was Arifa in detention. I can't remember, it's still some time. But anyway, I was trying to find out from Arifa what happened, right? Yes, he was in detention when this lady told me. Yeah. He was incarcerated. So that was when I knew this man called Pierce. Then I used to talk to what's the name of this woman? Aries. Because Aries introduced me to Pierce. So I have Pierce's number. So I knew Pierce used to talk to Arifa. When he was in detention, then I called Pierce. I said, hey, Pierce, I want to talk to you about something. I don't want to waste our time. And I told him this, I just told you guys. And the guy said, he doesn't know anything about it. That anyway, he's going to ask Arifa right in detention. So I say, ask, mention Queen. But I don't want you to mention this lady that told, because she didn't want me to ask. But mention Queen, mention my name. And said, the lady gave him money. So anyway, then Pierce said, I'm going to get back to you.
Just a minute, Gladiator Queen. Sorry to interject you. Are you saying Pierce was talking to Arifa while in prison?
Oh my God. No, I'm sorry. Now, you know, I think it's these days beginning to know. People know that maybe people are saying Pierce is not is anti-justice or something. I don't know, because he was justice for long. I like this.
An anti-justice, and it's a snitch from Oba.
I don't know, but he was, like I said, Aries was one that introduced me to Pierce, and I have his number, and I was hearing that Pierce used to talk to Arifa. I heard on the platform now. So I asked Pierce, and I told Pierce this. Then Pierce said, I will ask him. I said, mention my name. And I gave him another code, which I don't want to. I need to. This lady in question, who actually gave this money, doesn't want her information out there. I actually gave Pierce that. Tell him that so lady. And Pierce went, sorry. Then I said, okay. I told Pierce on a Sunday. Then by Monday, Pierce said, he asked Arifa. Arifa said, nobody gave him any money. I said, really? Nobody gave him any money. I said, could this person be lying? I mean, I said, lie, somebody that can give spending, that kind of money. For spending. So, and I said, okay, it's okay. So, but nobody gave him that money, 300,000 for security, spending security. To buy the cocoa phone. Pierce, yes, forget about it. And that was it. That was on Monday, right? By the time it was on Tuesday, this lady that I told you gave money, that have told me she doesn't want me to talk to anybody about this money she gave, right? Just suddenly sent a message to my WhatsApp and said, why is Arifa calling me? And I don't want to answer him. I said, hear him out. Hear whatever you want to say. He said, I told him to talk. He doesn't want to talk. He wants to chat. I said, tell him you don't want to talk, chat. Then both of us say, you know what? Then I didn't want to tell that. I said, oh, let me tell you why he's calling. I just told Pierce on Sunday what happened. She was mad. That why did you? I told you not to. I said, I'm sorry, I did this anyway. Because I don't like someone who people think he's fighting for justice and he's doing such a thing. It's wrong. I'm sorry, I have to do it. So Arifa denied to Pierce. There was something like that. Nobody gave him word. But on Wednesday, he got in touch with this lady. This lady screenshot and sent it to me on WhatsApp. Arifa reaching out to her said, oh, how come Pierce reached out to you on Sunday? By Tuesday, he started reaching out to this lady. So you remember who gave you the money now, right? So I told the ladies, you know what? I don't want to have anything to do with him. He's a thief. And I said, just block him off. I will block him. And that was it. So after that, I can't remember. Yeah, it's been some time. Anyway, what I'm trying to say, let me cut it off. So after that happened, I can't remember what. Then, yeah. So when Arifa came out of detention, yes, he came out. So when he came out, I have Arifa's number, and I called Arifa by myself. And I said, Arifa, I was the one that sent Pierce to you about the money. So I told her the name of the person and everything. He said, nobody gave me that kind of money, 300,000, but let me check my account details. Let me see if that name you mentioned, I can check it. It should be around what? I think February, March. He said he was going to check. So I was on the phone. He checked. Then he said, oh, he has sent the money. I think it's 280,000 naira or 290. Then I said, 280 you, 290 you, 300. So that means the lady gave you the money then. Then why did you tell Pierce that you didn't receive any money? And why did Pierce ask you on Sunday, and by Wednesday or Tuesday you approach this lady saying that you didn't collect any money? You gotta, and the way I talk, I'm firm. I was like, am I threatening him? Am I threatening him? I'm threatening him. I said, this is not a threat. This is how I talk. I'm sorry. He threatening him, telling me, but him, you could like it. I baby, I don't like it. I should have kept my mouth shut to come in now. But I don't know. That is like, no.